Hi, this is the Djents. We're here with Lucas from Magyar.
What's up?
And this is Inter. My name is Rodney, and we have a little chat. So, how are you doing? How was the tour so far?
It's been great. We're on the tail end of it. It's been a lot of fun. Show turnouts have been good, so we've been enjoying ourselves, partying a little bit.
Okay, and what were you expecting about playing at Euroblast?
I was just kind of stoked, honestly, because I've been in Cologne, or I don't know how it's pronounced, Cologne or Cologne. Yeah. I've been in Cologne. This is my third time now, and the shows so far. The first show was good. The second show got better, so I was just like, well, I'll show up, see what happens, and the turnout was great. And I mean, I like playing in the city. It's got a lot of sights, so I'm just happy to be here again.
Okay, and have you also been to the city?
Yep, not today, but I took a venture into this city last time I was here and enjoyed the cathedrals and stuff like that. We went to the Christmas market and stuff, but today I just kind of relaxed and hung out a little bit.
Nice. You released a new record last year, first one with you as a singer, which was kind of different due to the lead vocals. How do you feel compared to the old stuff with Magyar with the new record?
It was a direction that the whole band wanted to go in, so when we produced the record and we kind of like got to it, we were real happy with the turnout, and just from the get-go, we just thought the way things were starting out with the first couple songs we tracked was in a better direction, so we just kind of went with it, and I think we're all happy with it.
I personally love that catchy feeling that got into it. I mean, it's groovy, but it's also catchy. Songs like Aries or like Casa are just going into the ear, digging lyrics, and are just fucking catchy. And do you have a personal favorite song to play live?
It's kind of hard to say now because we kind of mixed in other songs from the new record that we weren't playing. So for a while, my favorite song to play live was Mikasa. I just really enjoyed the crowd reaction, and clearly I still really love playing that song. But I really enjoy playing Elizabeth live a lot. It's the newer, it's newer into the set. We weren't playing it for a while, and now we are. And I really get stoked when we started.
How was the response of your like stylistical changing? Because I think we experienced a little bit of buzz, because all the time when a band add clean vocals to their stuff, people got a little bit crazy about it, but I think it was like kind of 50-50 stuff, people really enjoyed it, but how do you experience all this response from like press or fans or something like that?
The reaction has been great, and honestly, like since we released the record, which was kind of mid last year or early last year, the response has just kind of gotten better from then on. I think the more people we talk to as we've been touring, the more people seem stoked on it, and now the record has had a lot of time to kind of marinate, so people have heard all the songs on the record by this point. And honestly, overall, I think the reaction went really well, and I think it's continuing, even though it's somewhat quote-unquote old now, or seasoned, as some would say. Honestly, I think that the band's still growing from it, and that's all you can really ask for.
Some people told me that they heard the new record, and like, oh no, he can't do it live. Then the guys experienced you live, and you nailed it. So
I appreciate that.
Very much. And I think it's one of this turnaround stuff. Like people know that you can deliver what you did on the record, and I think that's one step of the process that people are getting into your new stuff.
I can agree too, especially when there's a stylistic change. But if you hear a band and you really like them on record, and then you see them live, and something, whether it's drums or guitar, whatever it is, if something doesn't like add up, and live's always going to have a different quality of sound, but if it's highly noticeable and inconsistent, it does kind of take away. I can relate to that, because it's just, you expect something out of it, and if it ended up just being overproduced, you could have achieved the same thing without overproducing. Just cater to what you're good at and what you can perform, and don't try to like be something you're not. Bands are great just being who they are and just being original and creative. So, but yeah, thank you. I really do appreciate it.
And how was it to got into Magyar, because they're a band with a like really consistent band, like a lineup, not a low lineup, changed for many years, and now Brandon got out and you got in. How was it to came in this like inner circle of the band?
It was an interesting transition, and it all happened really fast, but they had such a tight group around them in the music industry that I guess it was like they all kind of saw it as, hey, if you're in with this band and this band respects you, we respect you. So it was really cool, because like even bands that we're touring with now, Born of Osiris and Volumes, it did not take long for me to build up a good personal relationship with each member, and I'm thankful for that, because not every band is going to have that great relationship with all the other bands that they're touring with, and I'm lucky enough to be in a situation where this band did, and I just kind of got thrown into it, and everything's went great.
Yeah, that's cool. Are there any plans about new music?
Yep. Yeah. Right after this this tour, we're going to be start. I mean, Mark's already been like writing some instrumentals. I've had some lyric ideas and things down, but we're really going to dive into the writing process immediately after this tour, which is exciting.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you trying to get on this, like, as you did on the last record, like getting more into clean vocals, or is there any like
Preference?
any preference? Yeah.
I think the band's at a point now. I mean, Bill's been around for 12 years already, and I think as a whole, the band's just at a point where they're ready to expand in any way, as long as it's not pushing it or trying too hard. Yeah. It's not just about adding more singing or more of this or more of that. Just as a whole, we want to continue to do things that we haven't done, and now we have this whole other record to match up to that kind of widen things, and now expanding from there is going to be a bit of a challenge, but it's a challenge that we look forward to.
Yeah. And is there a feeling of like kind of exhausting because you're touring so much? Like the Sumerian Alliance tour was like first in the US, and now it's in Europe, and there are weeks of touring. And is there any point that you feel, oh, I want to go home and it's exhausting?
I mean, it's like anything else. It's like a long day at a factory job or a retail store. At the end of the day, you can't wait to go home. So honestly, I put it this way: it just like breaks up the monotony of life. When I'm home, I'm happy to be there. I'm happy to be with my friends and family. Yeah. And then when that tour's coming up, then I start getting excited to go on tour. And then when I get on tour, I'm very excited, very happy, and I have new friends and family around me. And by the time that last week's rolling up, like it is right now, we're on the last week of tour, and yeah, I'm getting excited to go home. But at the same time, I'm not like looking past the shows that we have or anything like that. But yeah, you get a little bit of homesick, especially when you're in a different country.
Yeah.
Everything is different. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Is there anything that is actually like necessary for you on tour? Any personal object or something to eat or to drink or something like this that you just have to have every day?
I guess there's not like one essential like physical thing.
Yeah.
I mean, what I do I like to spend some time by myself every day. So the one thing that I personally demand, and I don't like kick people out of rooms. I just like you will find me every day searching for like a corner where I can just go kind of resonate peacefully in for a moment. But yeah, I guess that's it. No like physical objects like video game system or anything like that. I just kind of work with what's around me.
Nice. Okay. So, Luke, thanks for your time. It was very a pleasure, and I'm really looking forward to see you performing with Magyar later today.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to me, guys. Take care.